How much do I pay for my 2017 Camaro RS? I pay $0.00. Reason why is because the car is paid off now. But if I want to go into details for when I was actually making payments, I'm going to go back to all the way when I first bought it in 2018. It was almost brand new. I think it had about 12,000 miles on it, and it was selling for about $23,000, I believe. So when I first financed it, I didn't have credit history. So when I first financed it, my monthly payments were pretty high, about $500 a month, if I remember correctly. And the reason why is because I didn't have no credit history, and the APR was pretty high. But of course, that's something that people don't really understand when you're financing a car. I truly didn't understand what APR was. So in my head, I was like, well, if I'm paying $500 a month, I can pay this off in about 2-3 years. That's what I was thinking at the moment. But once I started making payments, then you notice that a percentage of that payment goes straight to the bank, and the rest goes to the actual loan or the principal. So I was making about $500 payments, and after that, I went on a whole year and I refinanced the vehicle. So, which I first made a huge payment before I refinanced it. When I did refinance it, the APR went pretty low after that, because now I had credit. Now I can make less payments. So I went from about 500 something a month to about, I think it was 309-ish, around there a month, which was a huge difference for me at least. So when I got to that point, now that I have history and I'm making lower payments, it just made everything so much easier. And that's not including insurance. Like, at least my insurance has never been high enough, so I wouldn't really complain about it. I think I was paying about $140 on insurance every month, which isn't too bad when you're 18 and you have no credit history. So those are my payments that I paid. Now that it's paid off, I was looking at total numbers, how much I paid for the vehicle in total. And when I got the last information from the bank, I ended up paying about $18,000 and something on the actual loan. And that's not what I paid for the car in total, because you have to think about the down payment that you used at the dealership. So I put a $3,000 down payment plus $18,000 something that I paid for the actual loan. So in total, it was about $22,000 something around there, which wasn't too bad. So now that I have the option to upgrade if I wanted to, then now I understand how important it is to have credit, do a good down payment, and that way when you use those two, then you'll understand how much your monthly payments are going to be. Plus, it all depends what kind of car you're driving. That's what depends on the insurance wise. But at least on the monthly payments, it just depends the loan that you're taking out and the credit and all those kind of things. So it wasn't too bad at the end. I definitely didn't understand what the APR and all those kind of things was in the beginning. But now I do understand all those concepts, and now the next time that I go buy a car, then I'll understand what the APR means, the total cost of the car, and all those kind of things. If I would have kept paying the same amount that I was paying in the beginning for the amount of time that I did it for, because I think it was 72 months, I think I would have ended up paying about $36,000 at the end. So now that I understand, that was a nice coyote. Now that I understand what it means, then I sort of saved like $14,000 or more by refinancing it and having credit history. So anyways, that's all I got for today's video. If you like this information, hopefully you can grasp some of that and use it to your favor. Make sure you subscribe and like it, and see you guys in the next one.